Hey, what's up, friends, family, and otherwise? The only reason that I might make a video like this again is because people find my words uh, at different times in different videos, and this is something I've covered many times, and we'll see if we can't isolate this concept, if we can turn this into something that makes sense for y'all. And it's also why I'm up at I don't know, 6 o'clock, 6:30. I don't know what fucking time it is. Um, Pretty early, and I'm kind of tired, but I'm going to continue this anyways. The title screen said, "Even the Buddha ate meat," and being someone that I don't really care what you eat because you can do whatever the fuck you want. I do, however, if you care about your own health, to understand where that arises from, what nutrition is and what health is, and when, where, why, uh, that you should consume blood plasma versus plant plasma versus the biology of another living creature, dead creature, cooked creature, a plant life, and the entrails or um, let's see if we can find the correct words here. It, the concept is to eat local, to eat regional, I guess, if you can eat seasonal. You're supposed to eat what's near you, around you, and that you're capable of accessing. So, did the Buddha? There is no such thing as the Buddha. There is a bunch of Buddhas that walk around, some that eat meat and some that do not. And some of them also wear fur parkas. They wear, uh, some of them wear they might wear jorts. They might wear jean shorts. They might also wear swimming trunks. They also might wear a dress, a fancy one too. They might wear sequins. They might also consume. They might smoke crack. They might eat ass. They might eat pussy. They might suck cock. Is that saying you should do any of those things? No. And no one would think that I'm telling anyone to smoke crack, eat ass, suck cock. I'm telling no one to do that. However, if you do happen to be a pretty lady and you have a good looking dude who's intelligent and you want to suck his dick, I think you should probably do that. It's probably something very energetically sound about doing that. And if you happen to live in a climate that say 365 days a year, it's above freezing, and there are fruit trees, you should probably tend to consuming of the fruit tree. And if you're stuck in a climate that is cold, and during the season of very cold, there are no fruit trees, and there's just tubers and animals running around. What you should do is find uh, blood plasma. The easiest way to do it, if you're highly intelligent, is consume your own blood plasma that is called blood plasma ultrafiltrate, and that's called shivambu, or drink your own piss, because it's the cleanest version of anything you can find. Now, well, most people, if they were a Buddha, they would understand that. Some Buddhas might not, and some people might not, and most people wouldn't know that. So, what you should do in that case is find yourself a fresh, raw carcass. You shouldn't leave the bidding of killing another being to someone else. Now, again, I'm not saying that I do not eat meat, and I'm not saying I do not eat cooked meat, uh, or fish, or vegetation, or fruits, or piss. I'm not saying any of those things for myself. because I have a mentality and a body and a biology that will allow me to transmute just about anything the fuck that I want. But I'm not suggesting you do that. But if, however, you do live in a climate that is cold, what you would find that is local, fresh, and available to you in a cold climate, most of the time, that's going to be uh, underground tubers, vegetation that is underground. Think of potatoes. That's the standard idea that you'd give to someone, because potatoes grow in certain climates in certain times, and you would know also that you're not going to go up to Finland, you're not going to go to Iceland, or Greenland, which is actually more of a Iceland, and Iceland is more of a green area. You're not going to find in the colder climates, in the northern Russian, Prussian areas, you're not going to find too many fruit trees. In fact, I don't think you'll find any. So you're not going to be understanding. Your body will not be climatized to eating fruit and the sugars and starches um, that are in the fruit, which is easily accessible and digestible, because the weather will be cold, and you'll be probably inside near a fire, and if you're outside, you'll be wearing a parka. You'll be wearing clothes that insulate the body with fats. So what you'll need to consume tend to be in the region of the starchier, more fattiest things. And that might include an animal, because there is something in the hunting and the killing of the animal in those regions that is not and would never be required in a southern tropical region. So if you're going to eat meat, the proper way to do it is the way that animals do it. Kill it, hunt it, go for it, do it yourself. And then you as a human are smart enough to not eat the shit or the entrails, so you'll throw those out. Animals, on the other hand, will eat that because they're less concerned. Even though animals, look at a dog, has the sense of smell so highly profound that a dog will eat shit before it will eat certain types of food. I guarantee if you put something vegan down in front of a fucking dog, it would rather eat its own shit. And that's a fact, Jack. I'll watch a dog sniff another dog or its own shit if it's fresh enough that it's just come out, and there's bioavailability in there. That's a fact. And even though it stinks to all fucking hell, the intelligence, you think a dog is stupid, a dog's not stupid. It'll eat that over the fucking dog food and dog pellets that you give it. These little protein stupid ass pellets. Or if you tried to, it will eat that, but it will not eat most types of vegan food, and it won't eat certain vegetables. It won't. It just won't do it. But it will eat shit. And so the raw organic creature of most animals is more readily consuming, thinking to itself, being itself, consciousness aware as its being, to eat shit than it would eat vegan. So I'm not suggesting to eat vegan, I'm suggesting to eat what's local. I'm suggesting to consider what dogs or a lion or a cow. A cow does not eat meat for the most part, but it will. For the most part, every animal. You look at its teeth. Look at its how it's capable. This is the omnivore's dilemma, as it's called. It's not a dilemma. It's not has nothing to do with omnivore. It has to do with what is local and available. We have things shipped in from other regions that allow us to have a very, rather than having a mundane, stark diet that is just like, it's winter, I'm eating potatoes. But we get things shipped in, driven in, flown in from different regions that allow us to change and diversify. We diversify our motherfucking bonds, bitch. We diversify what we're capable of eating. But in the organic real world, you would eat what's around you, and what's around you is specifically tailored to you because of bioacoustic resonance and bioavailability. Biology and acoustics means sound, and that sound of what it's like in a climate that's hot has a different frequency, which allows different plants to grow, and it's what allows your organs and your body to function properly. It's what allows your blood to be the viscosity that it should. So there'd be no reason to eat certain things during certain times of year. There's a reason that you wouldn't eat uh, certain things for breakfast and you wouldn't eat certain things for dinner. But again, because we have the capacity to light fires and cook things, we cooked meat so that way, if we take an animal that has been killed, we don't eat it right away because we don't need it right away. We're not going to die if we don't eat it, but we take it back to our camp. We take it back to where we live with the village, which might take maybe a day, maybe 2 days. And what would be intelligent then is to take this meat and put it over fire to kill off any bacteria. And we wouldn't eat the entrails because we don't need it like that. We're not that fucking silly, are we, to eat another animal shit? But we do participate just like we would eat honey from a bee, even though how do we do that? Why aren't we getting stung? Because we're smarter than that. Why are we consuming milk? Because the mother and Moloch have a lot to offer people. The milk mother, the milkman, that is important. It's the mother that provides us with things. And why would we eat meat? Well, we would if I know that I've been to certain um, uh, islands and places, and the only time that you find animals that shouldn't be living there. Have you ever seen somebody with a sheepdog living in the South? You ever see people with really furry, like, and you go, it's just furry, thick creature, like they have a different skin, and you go, why do you have that dog? It's 100 degrees outside. The dog is panting, and because a dog pants, the reason a dog pants, because they don't sweat like a human. A human sweats because their skin allows for it. So their respiration, their inhalation and exhalation comes out of their mouth and their body as well, and they sweat. Whereas a dog does not do the same thing. Their entire system of heating and cooling comes out of their mouth and panting and breathing. So you wouldn't bring it a certain type of dog to a hotter climate. It wouldn't work. It's not for them. Their body and their capacity to alter their system is incapable of changing, whereas a human has the ability not to sweat because their pores will close up or will actually open up and allow them to sweat. What does that have to do with eating meat? It's the same thing. Inhalation and exhalation happens inside of the body through the blood system. As the blood turns from red to blue, the blood goes through all the entire system. There's eating and there's shitting. There's in breath. There's out breath. There is sweating, and then this is all occurring in the body. So what we would find, again, getting back to this other idea, is when you see certain animals, they live in certain climates, and when you look at certain vegetation, it is capable of living and reproducing itself in certain environments. If you can't grow it there, you probably should not be eating it, because if it was growing there, it would be good for you to consume. If the thing was originally living there, if you let all animals just be where they needed to be, most animals that are in the hotter climates would probably start moving towards a colder climate, because they would know that they don't need all the hot weather. But certain humans desire something that is seasonal, maybe because they have a different capacity for melanin to be produced in their system. And that melanin that's being produced in their system has a close um, resemblance to what their diet is, because of what the sun, and the sun creates nutrition, is providing them. So lighter, whiter people live where they have to be inside during certain months, and they're not getting this vitamin D and the sun charge. And vitamin D is actually more closely related to a hormone than it is a motherfucking vitamin. So what you would do is you would go out into the sunshine and get sun charged. And this is why people closer to the equator have darker skin for the most part, except for recently when people have moved and you have dark people living in colder climates, and people from colder climates coming to the southern climates, but then putting and lathering their body up with oil. And that oil was supposed to be just like if you put oil on a turkey to cause it to stay lubricated, but then also get a nice tan, a browning. But then people got fucked up and took that oil and started adding chemicals to it, and you'd call it suntan lotion. Now, it's funny, suntan lotion, it doesn't allow you to get a tan. It doesn't let you tan your hide. And so we live in this crazy mixed up world. It's a dog eat dog world. It's a nobody knows what the fuck's going on because they don't have any they don't have any clue as to what their local environment should provide to them and what they should consume to acclimate themselves to the climate. Food or otherwise. Sun is nutrition. It's what allows things to grow. So they don't know how to consume the sun. They don't know how to consume of themselves shivambu urine, their own bodily fluids. People will, if they cut themselves, your first thing to do, if you cut your arm, the first thing you do is lick it or suck the blood. And well, why would you do that? It's blood, it's dirty. But then somebody says piss and they go, ooh, that's so disgusting. Even though urine is clarified, cleaned, ultra filtrate blood plasma. Blood plasma, ultra filtrate. That's a medical term. Blood plasma ultrafiltrate. Go type it in your fucking Google browser right now. Go look it up. It's a medical term that means urine. It means piss, which is the highest form of knowledge. But nobody wants to know that because it's the golden elixir. Why do you think it was Ponce de Leon that was looking for the fountain of youth? But you can look into all of these places that have fountains, and there's a little boy pissing into the fountain, and it's recycling through the system. They're telling you that urine is the fountain of youth. Nobody wants to hear that. So, okay, go eat your blood plasma. But if you're going to eat blood plasma from an animal, do it almost immediately. Don't cook it too much, just like an animal never would, because what they're trying to find is the enzymes which exist primarily in the entrails, which I don't think anyone's going to eat shit, even though everyone out here is eating ass these days, and no one's really trying to consume blood unless you're a vampire. But when people eat meat, you're being a sloth. And sloth, not like the animal, the sloth, but you're being a sloth-like. And even people that believe in this shit, when people believe in the Bible, but then they eat meat, I go, nah. And again, I eat meat. I eat anything the fuck I want because that's just my lifestyle. But if people want to get healthy, completely aware, completely whole and nutrient dense as humans, they would consume and interact with what is in their local environment. They would not go the route of consuming meat. So did the Buddha eat meat? Did a Buddha eat meat? Yes, it certainly did. He, she, just like a Christian or a Christed one, someone that's crossed the barrier from what seems like dumbness to intelligence, what seems like retardation to consciousness, what seems like human to God, which seems like those kind of terms. Those people, they still understand you can consume anything you want. There's no such thing as sin in this world because everything is sin. It means a sine wave. It's duality of good and bad. Even though there's nothing good and there's nothing bad, there's no such thing as sin. It just means sine wave. It means up and down, left and right. It's the sine and the cos, the wave of things. But again, the straight and narrow path would be just to consume what's near you and what's easy to access and what tastes proper. If anybody would challenge me on this, bite the ass of a donkey or a cow because people love eating cow, but just go ahead and walk up to it and bite it. Or walk past a tree that has, let's see, what could be on the, what fruit could be upon the tree? Could a mango be there? Could you find a plants that have strawberries and blueberries? Could you find a tree that has oranges? And you're gonna tell me to consume. Let's not even use oranges because you'd have to peel it off first. Because, hey, some people are stupid and they'll just eat the rind. Go eat a strawberry. And anyone that has the audacity to tell me that a piece of meat tastes better than a strawberry, you are so mind fucked and controlled that you're retarded. But I will, again, give this opportunity for people to see that if you live in a cold climate, you do not even know what a strawberry tastes like because you've never seen one because it's too cold for you to find this. You have not grown any. Do you live in a region that has grapes? Then you do not know what it takes to actually get a grapevine and then produce wine. You don't know that. You get wine as a gift, you get grapes never. It's just a so do Buddhists eat meat? Sure, they eat fish, they eat meat, but even in the Bible, it says it's sweet meats, and when it says meat, it's not talking about meat as in the dead carcass of an animal. It's not saying that the translation. Even the Buddha ate meat. Even Jesus ate meat. Yeah, but the translation has happened over so many centuries and so many languages, and you just go meat. It says meat. It's that's what they ate. They ate the meat of an animal. Man, then go eat your firstborn. Go eat some semen, you cocksuckers. Again, see, this is from somebody that I'm telling you. Eating meat's not a bad thing. It's just don't take it as the literal thing that you need it to live. It's not working that way. Fuck vegans and fuck people that are carnivores exclusively, unless, of course, in your climate, that's what it requires for you to eat meat. Like you're in a very cold weather place most of the year, and that's what you have. Like if you live in Alaska, go eat the whale blubber because that's what it takes. You need extra insulation in your skin, much as the parka. You need more fat in your system and in your body so that way when you're outside in the cold, you don't fucking die because you were eating fruits. And those fruits are easily accessible sugars, which are glucose, and your body needs to run. Those fats will burn down in your body, much as the oils within a lamp, the wax from the honey, the oils, the oil that is put in that lamp. It's the same thing. It burns slowly. And that slow burn is what your body would have an extra layer of fat. You're gonna tell me you go to Alaska, you go to a cold climate, and you want to find yourself a chick that's you know 5'8" and 110 pounds. That's not gonna look delicious to you, and laying down next to it at night when it's all cold is not gonna be a good thing. Okay, well, go to the Caribbean, and I guarantee you, you're not going to want a fat bitch to be laying next to. Look at it very simply. This is simple, like algorithms. This is simple. Like you look at it and you notice and you see. If I'm living in a cold climate, I'm gonna try to find me a chubby chick because it's gonna be winter all year, and that's gonna be nice to be cuddled up against that all the extra meat, all the extra something to hold on to and play with, and that shit's good. But if I'm walking around and it's hot all day, and we trying to walk around and find fruits and eat snacks, I'm gonna try to find that 120, 130, whatever, like, because they got to walk around, they got to move, and we moving, we doing stuff. And it looks good that way. It's going to look, different things are going to look more delicious to you in different climates. But certainly never really does someone look at an animal and be like, the first thing my thought is to kill that thing and eat it. No, they have to do that because it's cold. Ugh. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you're enjoying this ridiculous talk. Hold on. I'm gonna go grab myself a beverage. Maybe I'll continue this talk and I'll even put my stupid face on camera if you guys want. Because I'm up now. Does any of that message make sense to people? And here's a sensible thing. Come on my channel this hour. There's 7 people in here, and I got 2 thumbs up. Come on. See if it was up to me, and see this is why I don't think there should be kings or governments or anything. If it was up to me, I would cut 5 people's. I wouldn't even cut your thumbs off. I'd cut your whole hand off. You'd be without a hand right now. I got 7 people in the room and 2 thumbs up. I would start by cutting your thumb off and then still tell you you have 4 fingers to figure out how to push a button because you probably use your index finger to push the thank you. I'd like to give you a thumbs up for this because I'm probably not going to give you any cash because you too lazy and busy doing like not giving me anything in return for everything I do. But I see even now I even use these as primers or jokes. Nobody care. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. Just whatever the fuck you're saying. So it's so ridiculous. Go eat your fucking bacon double cheeseburger from McDonald's and call yourself a vegan. That's it. And make sure you do yoga too, even though you don't know fucking yoga means. Go eat your yogurt and granola while doing yoga. And take your kids to a drive-through with your Adidas outfit on. You silly people. It's good to talk to you. How y'all doing? Let me set this down here, and I will obtain myself a beverage, and you guys can continue listening to talk. Look at that. Ice cubes. Cold as ice. Sorry, so it's fun. Why not? Why not? What's up? What's up? What's up? 8, 9 people. What are you doing? You missed the 25-minute rant if you just got here, and it was a beautiful one. If I do say so myself. Early in the morning, I had a really good nap, some interesting dreams, and here I am now, wiping the cold out my eye, getting them eye boogers out of there. Oh, nice. And being awake, and you know, at certain times of your life, you're awake at different times, you sleep at different times. I used to be a very much night owl, where I'd be up late, and then I would be up until 2, and I'd get up later. And then, I don't know, I just decided to start sleeping earlier and getting up earlier. I don't know what that is. I don't know why people do that. Anybody? Is this your ride to work radio? Is this your breakfast time? I don't have a see most no, I would say almost all morning show hosts have a someone sits in the secondary chair, even on a 30-minute broadcast of Conan or whoever the fuck is making a 30-minute already pre-programmed channel. They have someone sitting there just in case they trip up on a joke. Somebody else is there for it. And then the only time you hear anything in the morning with one person on there is welcome to NPR, Public Broadcast Radio. Or maybe the jazz station, but they just talk for like 30 seconds in between songs. And all they did was drink a half cup of coffee at an early hour, and they're able to give you 30 seconds. Welcome to the show. We're going to give you the next song by Huey Lewis and the News. And this in the background is but no one can just go on and on, except for me. Except I can do that. I've fully accessed my prowess as being multilateral commission to myself, a multilateral, a multi-personality order, not a disorder. I have thousands of personalities, and they all talk in my head at the same time. I just pick and choose which one I would like to speak through my mouth. I'm not just one being. I'm all of you. I speak for everyone at all times. Imagine that. It's fun. Can I speak on Mercury retrograde? It is Mercury retrograde, and I am speaking. Yes, I am speaking. And it's probably easier for me to speak during Mercury retrograde because I am a Gemini Sun and Gemini Moon. I was talking about this yesterday. I'm a Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Libra rising, which is the middle point balance, and Gemini, which is controlled by Mercury. The reason it goes in retrograde in most people because it turns backwards is because none of their primary three their primary three systems don't align with Gemini. So if it goes in reverse, because Gemini is connected to communication, um, their communication is an opposite form, and everyone else, because everyone else is pretty incapable of speaking properly, becomes even more so because it reverses their lack inness. Some people they're better during it, but most people, because there's no Gemini in their top three, their Sun, Moon, Rising. It might be one of the other planetary systems that it shows up in, but um, yeah, I mean, there's everybody talks about Mercury retrograde all the time because it's so prominent. Even the people that don't know that there are energies in the systems, they'll even talk about it and they'll joke about it, but it really does affect them to the point where they know it exists and they know something's happening. They know something's fucked up and weird. But there are so many. There's retrogrades from everything else too. Nobody speaks about them because it's less powerful. Why is it less powerful? It's not less powerful, it's just less obvious because we communicate as humans through language, and because Mercury is is the lungs and language and speaking that is more obvious, where the other energies from you'd call them star systems, but they're, reflective bodies of what you'd consider those stars in the sky that yeah, stars in the sky are always funny to me when you say, oh, that's a planet. Let me explain something to people. Do you know how stupid it is that people say, look at that planet is 4 light years away, or however the fuck long, 160 trillion miles, whatever the fuck you want to say, but it's glowing and sparkling. Do you know how dumb that is? Have you ever looked at Earth? I mean, the Earth that you live on. I don't care if you think it's a ball or it's flat. Have you looked at it? When it's dark, it's dark. It doesn't reflect anything. Do you see how stupid people are? Do you see the most basic, inane, mindless people have to be like, are people's brains this fucking broken? There's nothing glowing in the Earth. So if I was on Mars or Uranus, would I be able to see Earth? Would it be glowing? No, it fucking wouldn't be. So why are these star systems? Oh, that's Venus there. Well, why is it exactly the same size as the other star? Every star in the sky is about the same size. Yet one of them is 100 miles away, and one of them is 100 million miles away, and one's 100 million light years away. Do you see the distance and the size? It doesn't even make fucking sense to begin with. And then you're going to tell me the shit's glowing? You fucking lying idiot. Which one? Pick one. You're either lying or an idiot. Which one would you rather be, a liar or an idiot? Most people would choose liar because calling someone an idiot is pretty tough. You fucking schmucks and you fucking cum dumpsters. You lying pieces of shit. There's no way there's fucking planets out there in the sky that are glowing that I can see as a star and say, there it is. I've seen Mercury and Venus. And the other one, and look at it, it's just glowing, it's right there. How? What is it made of? Is it made of what kind of what is it? Is it made of completely all diamonds and crystals? And even if it was, how big would it have to be to reflect sun that is all on the other side of the planet, apparently, to reflect off of that so that I could see it? You fucking shitbags. The fact that people still believe this utter nonsense is beyond me. Like this is why everyone doesn't own a gun, because everyone would unanimously blow their own fucking brains out because of the stupidity of everyone else around them. No one would kill anyone except for themselves because they would just go, "Is everybody really this dumb? You're just staring at something in the sky." And if there was a group of 100 people, and we all walked outside together when it was midnight and there was no light pollution. Let's say we're on a beach, no light pollution, and we see all these star systems. We see all these twinkling things in the sky. And someone were to go, "Hey, guess what? That one is a football field away. It's 100 yards, and that one's a million miles away, and that one's a trillion light years. How far is a light year? Oh, a light year means 186,000 miles every second. So a year would be, if I took seconds and turned those into minutes and those minutes into hours, it's 186,000 miles, which is very far, by the way. 186,000 miles is far. It's actually more than if you said the circumference of the Earth. That would be about 6 times the circumference of the Earth, at least. And that would be every second that it took to get there. And so you'd say, that's a million light years. Okay, this is a really stupid story. Did you eat fucking lead? Did you eat paint chips as a child? And you're like, no, man, this is what I see, and they're all twinkling. Okay, what are those? Oh, those are planets, like the planet we live on. Yeah, it's exactly like Earth, but just a little different, man. Okay, so the planet is made of what? Why is it shining like that? Is it made of LED lights in the sky, or is it made of? No, it's a planet like this. It's got like dirt and stuff on it. Well, then why is it glowing in the sky? No, you gotta just. I'm like, bro, I think you took too much media. No, bro, but media doesn't exist yet. I don't even watch TV. Did you eat all of the drugs? No, man, when drugs don't even exist yet. We're just sitting here together as a cohesive unit of 100 people in a tribe, and I'm trying to tell you and convince everyone here that that fucking star in the sky is a million zillion light years away, and that one's 100 miles, and the same size, and they're glowing at the same. Uh, uh, what, dude? Bro, honey, you gotta get off that. I haven't even. No, man, look. I just woke up and I'm seeing what you're saying, but certainly, hey guys. 99 other people, are you telling me that you're not seeing what I'm seeing? That every single glowing object in the sky is a piece of Earth that's spinning around a sun that is in a solar system that's millions of light years away, and there's probably a million suns in there, but the outer space is dark, but the suns are not shining bright enough to make it all light up, but those are planets and those are other. What the fuck are these people saying, and how is it that everyone believes them? Oh, the sun. Yes. If okay, here's the thing: is if our sun was hitting all of the planets, how does it light it up? I can't see the other sun. That's somewhere else. It's on the other side of the Earth. It's not lighting it up. They got a sun over there that's lighting up a planet. That's stupid. What the fuck are people talking about? I'm literally walking around every day, and the more I look at people, I'm like, you believe literally that there is stars out there that are made of the same material that the Earth is, but it glows in the dark from millions of miles away. But yet the entire system around us is dark, and all you see is darkness except for a few primordial nodes and locations in the sky that are glowing and sparkling and twinkling. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, tell me that you're made of just crystals and something's making you brighter, even though you're 400,000 times as far as away as this other star that's right next to you, but you're both the same size. Wait, how's that song go? Twinkle, twinkle, you're 400,000. So are you 400,000 times as big? And would that even math even work? I don't think so. You'd have to be even bigger than that. 400 million light years. Do you know how stupid it is for a human being to even consider that your eye has the ability to perceive a certain distance and then you just can't see? You can't see that far. You can't see 400. They've tricked you into believing you can see 400 million light years away. Yeah, through a P900 they do. They look very interesting. But that's still another optic. That's another lens. Let's do it without that. I'm talking about what do your eyes see. I don't want a fucking digital device coming in between you and what does your reality tell you. I don't care the telescopes you got. I don't care any of that shit. Why do you think all of the telescopes, by the way, are owned by colleges? And all of the colleges are owned by the Vatican. I guarantee that. Go do your research, you fucking idiots. They're called St. John, St. Joe's, Saint whatever, because it's all connected to a religious institution, which is owned by the Vatican. And if you're religious in any ways, especially Christians, Catholics, and Roman Catholic, and all the other Catholics and Christians, you're owned by the Vatican, even though that fucking guy and that institution is dog shit. And they own science. They do own science. They own your telescopes. They own NASA. The Vatican does. Yes, they do. Go look it up. And you can't go into those colleges and you can't go to those places they own the giant telescopes because they already know the truth. You're not allowed to see that. But just using your eyes, tell me how. Tell me how exactly you can see 100 million light years away. And who can even fucking measure the speed of light? How did they do this? Who did this? Nah, you're looking at some facts, some facts. Yeah, it was. Somebody was like, here's some numbers. Check it out. This is what we said. Because you as a person can never measure the speed of light. Well, there's a reason because light does not have a speed. It only multiplies itself, much like the seed of life multiplies itself. It's reproduction because light doesn't travel. It is or it is not. Just like darkness is or it is not. It's not traveling somewhere. If light travels, so does darkness. People need to get this fucking through their simpleton minds. Even though they weren't supposed to be simpleton minds, they got trained that way, like trained monkeys. Because you think monkeys went to the moon. You live. Your mother goes to college and you live on the moon. You astronaut. Your mother's an astronaut as well. She's the first monkey astronaut. And every day you gotta try to untrain these people from being completely lost in the south. Lost in the south. You can either create south or you get lost in that south. I just can't say it enough. And I've said this exact thing to people that are for the most part highly intelligent, but I say this and they look at me as if someone literally they look at me as if Mike Tyson punched them in the fucking jowls, right in the jaw. And they look at me like they're seeing stars. Yeah, here's a star. Look at it. How far away is that? And how could it possibly reproduce motherfucking light? If it's a planet made of fucking dirt, you dunce. Go sit in the corner with the fucking dunce cap on. Why do you think they made kids do that? Yeah, anybody that thought anything had to wear a dunce cap. So give me my fucking dunce cap. Give it to me. Give me my fucking. I mean. Oh, does anybody feel the pain that I feel on a daily basis because of how entrained and how sheepish and how silly people have become? And it's not like they did it on purpose to themselves. But what am I supposed to say? There's only so far I can just go. I feel sorry for these people. I mean, I get why they're where they are. I just don't get why, like how I applaud the programming, how well thought out it is for these people to program people to believe what the fuck, nonsense, literally in front of their face. They show them nonsense. They throw shit in someone's face, and they say, no, that's not shit. That's actually, that's sprinkles from a fairy. And people go, that's sprinkles from a fairy. I'm like, bro, there's honey, sweetheart, lovely. There's poop all over your head and it's dripping down and you're eating it. They go, no, that's fairy dust. It's sprinkles. It's sprinkles. And the priest told me so. It's sprinkles. It's sprinkles in the sky. Oh my goodness, look at all the bits and it smells so good. I'm like, no, actually, you smell like shit. You look like an idiot. They go, no, but the doctor told me. He's wearing a white jacket. He knows what he's doing. And the doctor, he looks like a priest, except for they're wearing black. They're wearing the same. They're just wearing opposite colors, doing the same thing. But they told me it's pretty, and I just take the white wafer and the white pill, and everything is sparkly and lovely. Everything smells good. Oh fuck. Ugh. Am I insane? Am I a crazy person for thinking this? Seems really obvious to everyone, right? If someone were to listen to me say all of this, would they think I'm crazy, insane, or would they go, no, that makes complete, absolute, 100% logical sense? That's real talk from the real world of like logical, like I'm just discrediting logical fallacies, straw man arguments, the whole goddamn gambit. I would destroy it all, and people just look at me and go, he talking way too many sense. I don't have no senses. I just know it's all fucking fancy out here. Everything is subjective. We live in a world where everybody gets to believe their own truth. And my truth is I have sprinkles on me. I like the sprinkles. And the best thing about this is if you are retarded, actually, you won't even notice I'm making fun of you. Because retards and people that have mental disorders are probably smarter than most people that are walking down the street. They really are. You think there's people, there's a reason to have kids that have Down syndrome or they're autistic, and the parents go, yeah, it's a struggle, but they're the most beautiful thing. They're so kind, they're so loving, they're so intelligent, but they just don't deal with the fucking world. They don't respond to the world in the right way. They have Tourette's and autism. I got Tourette's, motherfucker. Tourette's, fucking guns. That's shit, fuck, cocksucker, this asshole. This is a fucking asshole. That's what they do, and that's what I do. I just happen to have a little more command over the English language because I'll deal with shit that people that have really special needs and special disorders are actually completely high functioning autistic savants. Yes, I'm a super high functioning autistic savant. It just means that I put up with a bunch of people's shit that should not be dealt with. And most people in reality, I think that everyone that has autism or Downs, I think we should give them all Uzis, all shotguns, and just say, you go ahead and choose who should live and who dies. I'm happy with that choice because none of them would shoot me. I know why. Because I love the same way they love. But all these other motherfuckers, if they're in Congress, if they run a business, if they're selling people shit, they will say, don't give them guns. You know why? Because you be the fucking first motherfucker to get shot. That's a fact, Jack. And that's what I would do. If I became president, if I chose to become president, my first order of business would be to give everyone that has any type of autism or Down syndrome, any type of that mental disorder, I give them all guns. And everyone else, I would take their guns away. And we would just see what we're left with in the world. And I think it would be a much better place. I don't want a gun. I'm president of the United States. I'm president of the fucking world, the cosmos, the universe, the galaxy. And I would give them guns before most of the people that have guns. We'll see what happens. Because you know what? Even leave the people in their gangs with guns. I don't care what part of that. Are they gonna have the courage to actually shoot someone that's retarded? I don't think so. I'm just speaking my truth, and most of it's just comedy. It's just here to hopefully makes you laugh in the morning. And once again, there's 11 people here, and I have two thumbs up. So 9 people, I would have already had a hacksaw, a chainsaw, or a oh, I don't know, like whatever they used to use to scalp Indians, and I would cut your thumbs off. I would cut your thumbs off immediately. Like the fact that you get to sit in the back and listen to me speak, and not at least give me the courtesy, at least look me in the eyes when you're fucking me. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna ask fuck me, if you're gonna anally rape me, and by just not giving me a thumbs up, at least turn my head around, look at me in the eyes, tell me you love me, lie to me, and kiss me. Yeah, do that. That'd be great. But you don't have the courage or the courtesy to do that because you got no love in your heart. You got no fucking courage in your soul. People that don't give me thumbs up and don't provide and share with me the way that I share, you bunch of cowards, and you eat shit. And may you spend the rest of your lives on your fucking hands and knees, cowering in the cold, wet rain with mud in your face, eating worms out of the earth. Because you're a bunch of shitbags. What's up, Travis? Facts on stacks on snacks. Hmm. I feel like do you remember when who was it that read War of the Worlds on the radio? Do you remember this? He read War of the Worlds on the radio, and people that didn't tune into the beginning of the broadcast thought that literally there was a war going on in the world, and they got all fucking freaked out. What was his name? Does anybody know this story? Do you guys know this? But what is said is what was really happening is it was a CIA agenda to fearmonger people. Orson Welles, thank you, Orson Welles did that, and that he was part of the CIA, which he could have been, and it could have been an agenda to amass fear into the population. If people didn't know who I was and just turned on this, they would think that I really meant what I was saying, rather than tuning into my other 1,700 videos and knowing that I just talk for hours about anything. And a lot of it is humor driven, and it's not really that serious. But calling people names, do I mean that? Perhaps. Do I really want people to eat worms? Perhaps. Forever? No, that's ridiculous. Do I think people should eat their own shit? Probably not. Should they drink their own piss? Abso-fucking-lutely. 100% of people should drink their own piss. Maybe you'd learn something. Travis, what's up, Divine Hazel? How come no? I measure curvature every day. Just fat booties, Miss Fat Booty, curves of some faces. The I measure curves every day. That's my job. I uh I work I work in a I work in a woman's fashion store, and all I do is I measure women, and I get to touch their beautiful curvy body parts and caress them. And then whether or not they purchase something from the store, I get to go home and observe these curves later. I see curves in nature everywhere I go. All of reality is curved. There's always a little bit of ebb and flow, a little bit of there's always emotion in the ocean. You can't water well on a pond, a still pond. It finds its level. Upon the ocean, there's always a little bit of rocking and rolling. Yeah. Oh, I took my pinky rings off. I don't sleep with my pinky rings on because I don't want to get doo doo on it in case I got to stick a finger up a butthole, you know. And also, I mean, I'm not. I don't wear my gold jewels to bed. I think it's kind of weird. I just lay them around the house and I find them later. It's like a looking for Easter eggs. You know what I mean? Like, what did I do with my rings and watches and my other phone? What did I do with that? Where is it? Actually, I do wonder what I did with my other phone because it was. Oh, there it is. Look at it's exactly where I left it. See, I was all concerned because I had some company the other day and I was like, did that bitch steal my shit? It was a non-paid for. Like I didn't I've never paid for sex in my life. Well, everyone pays for sex. Let's be honest. You pay for sex. I've never transacted where I just handed somebody money for some head or for some uh, intimate human relations. I've never done that. We all pay for it in a way, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, and in one way. You take a girl out to eat. If you do that, if you buy a chick a drink and she goes home with you, you purchase that pussy. Don't ever tell yourself otherwise. This is why I don't buy chicks drinks because I don't want them to feel less than me. Like we go double dutch on it. I'll pay for me, you pay for you. If you still like me and you want to share in this communion, you can. But you know, and some people, if going into it, you go, hey, I'll give you, I'm not that good at something, and I'd like company, and I'll give you $10 for your company. That's a fair trade. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with paying for pussy. There's nothing wrong for paying for dick. You just trade in different ways. Your energy trades in different ways. I happen to be smarter than you, so you should give me some money for that. That's fair. Some people happen to be way better. I pay to go to the theater because I can't do all that. I don't have the time to make a movie. That's fun to watch. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for lots of things. I don't feel like cooking my own food right now. I don't feel like going to the grocery store, buying $30 in goods to make $5 worth of food and spend an hour preparing this. I just don't feel like doing it right now. Am I capable of it? Yes. But do I want to do it? No. So I'm happy to pay someone for that. It's a trade system. It's barter. I mean, yeah, we get the ideas of where money has gone wrong, but just don't get it wrong. It's either tribal complete trade equality equanimity system that you trade energies physically, or sometimes you're like, all right, let me get you a couple. Let me feed you. Let me put some pie in your face, and then maybe I can give you a cream pie later. What do you think about that? Oh yeah, I don't know how people work. I don't know how people work anymore. I mean, everything is. Am I going to live in New Orleans forever? I don't know. It's uh, since I've lived here, the times that I've traveled and I've lived in other places. Since I've lived here, I've lived in other places. I lived in Alabama for a bit, but I've traveled so much. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There just doesn't seem like a lot of other places that have. Like at least here, I can walk outside and be confronted by people that are of the same mindset as me. I can have a conversation. I can be entertained. I can entertain. I can interact with the grand population and people that are traveling because it's glorious. It's a beautiful place here. There's music every day. There's drinks to be had. There's the best food in the world. It's easy to get around. Everywhere else, you got small-minded simpletons that don't have the capacity to do anything. They're just living the 9 to 5, dun, 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 living that 9 to. Who did that? Was that what chick was that? I can see her. Is that wasn't Whitney Houston? That was was that a white chick with the big blowout in the 80s? Got that 9 to. Anybody want to jump in there with who that was? Am I going to live anywhere else? I don't know, man. It depends. Depends. Like if there was another place that was even worthy of me being there, maybe. I don't know. There's places I'd like to visit, but I don't know. I've lived so many different. I've lived so many places, man. And they just there's it's not even close. It's not even close. Yeah. It's like if everything else to you was like eating at fucking fast food restaurants, McDonald's, this is like eating at a 5-star spa luxury resort every day. In that sense of just what you have around you, man. Like you just can't find better music, better people, better food, better culture. It's not possible. It was like, oh, go live in the south of France, live in Spain. What? I don't know about that. I don't have a tiny little fucking 2-seater to drive around the country all day, looking at geese shit all over the fields. I don't know about that. That's cool. I can go watch some alligators uh, eat your geese, but yeah. I don't wear a scarf and then fly through the wind with a blonde haired chick with fake tits and uh, lipstick on. I don't you know that's not me. I don't get it. There's one or two places I've been that are even cool to visit. I mean, there's a lot of places that are really great to visit, but best places to visit as far as I'm concerned. Let's see. I would say, I mean, anybody listening to me talk will probably know this. Let's see. Philadelphia is a cool place. I really like Philadelphia. Atlanta. Um, I would like to put Chicago on there, but I've never really visited the inner parts of Chicago, but so many people have told me. Seattle, I've also heard. Um, Denver, I've heard. But for me, it's Atlanta, Philly. Um, hmm. Anywhere that there's a beach. I mean, visiting a beach is always the best. I've been on mostly, I've been on Gulf beaches and Eastern Shore beaches. Take a beach somewhere in the South. I've lived and been on beaches from North Carolina, Georgia, Florida. Bo- Boston's got a beach. Jersey. I mean, that's, you know, I'm saying like New York beaches. New York ain't a place to go to the beach. I don't know why anybody people got boats in New York to have a, you know, people got yachts in New York in a where a beach is, where there's 5 trillion tons of shit underneath it. But they got a yacht and they can use it once a year. Peace out, Travis. Yeah. Mm. Hope you guys enjoying this. Holy shit, it's an hour into this rant. That's awesome. Time flies when you're just talking shit. You know that there's. I think that's probably the best part of the northern region of the United States. People can really shoot the shit. You know, they can really chew, they gnaw on it, just chew on the leather. You know, yeah, just talk. And then you got the slow South, and New Orleans isn't the South, man. It's not. I've been in the South, and the South is weird. The South is a weird place. It's just, it really is rednecky and racist. I don't think anybody wants to live in the South. They just happen to have so much land. They live far enough away from each other. That they give common courtesy to the neighbors. But if they get too close to each other, they're like, "Fuck you, neighbor. Fuck you. You chawing, you fucking chimpanzee, you motherfucker. Fucking cracker asshole, motherfucker." Hold on, let me turn this. There we go. What's up, Jamie Cook? Jamie Cook, you back here this early? Jamie, what time is it for you? And we went over this the other day. You're a dude, right, Jamie? Dude? Or are you a chick? I don't remember. I had a nice nap. Thanks for asking. Hope you had a nice nap. I just woke up early. The dog kind of woke me up. Kind of passed out on the couch in an odd position. I was like, passed the fuck out, and then woke up and came over here. And the spirit strikes you in certain way. The spirit speaks through you. Sometimes, man, you just got to talk about something. So I had that happen, and also I'm extremely, I'm extremely entertaining at some points in time. 13:42. Oh, I'm glad you're on the military clock. 1:42. Cool. So actually, afternoon time. For anybody that doesn't know, 13:42 is 1:42 p.m. for most people's simple brains. Simple Jack out here. He was up till 3. Yeah, I don't know what time. I don't know what time. What time was I up to last night? I forgot. I looked at my video. I was like, how long did I go on for last night? When did I shut that shit off? I remember at the end I played a little music and dipped. Woke up today and hey, time to dig into some shit. So 1:42 and it's about 8 something here. Is it 8:42 right now? Oh, it's 7:42. Fuck. So if it's 7:42, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, why? Okay, you're 6 hours ahead. That means you're England. You're in a Greenwich Mean Time, possibly. England, Spain, above there into the Estonia region. That's a little bit to the right. You can't you can't hold me accountable for this shit. I can't remember everybody on here until I fully get a good feel for who you are, and one of these days, I'll care enough to remember all of the people that I speak to and everything about what they type to me. So, what do you wanna? Is there anything that you'd like to know today? Is there Can I read a star chart for you? Can I play a song for you? Can I tell you about a memory that I have? Can we talk about the future? Can I prophesy something for you? Can we talk about movies? Can we talk about a cake recipe? How about the weather? Do you like the weather? I never get so-called writer's block. More often than not, I have too much. I just overflow with knowledge. Malibu New Year. Went through 2019 together. Maybe we did. I don't know what the fuck that. I don't know what the fuck that means. We went through 2019. We did. We did. We did. Yes, we did. We all did. Apparently, I wasn't around 2019. I told you I live in 3030. My calendar works different. I'm in 3,333. Holy shit, he just coded. He said he's a Mason. He's a 33-degree Mason. No, I'm a 3,333rd degree Mason. Everybody else is on their 33rd. I'm on my 3,333rd. Fuck it. I'm on 4,444. That's the year I'm in. I'm changing up. We're changing times. Still the same where I am, but it's changed out there. We in the year is 4,444. Tell me I'm wrong. No, according to the Gregorian calendar. Well, I don't follow the Gregorian calendar. You keep your Gregorian calendar and why everybody follow the Gregorian calendar and they don't know who fucking Gregory is? Who's Gregory? Your Gregorian calendar following simpletons? That's my word for the day. Simple Jack. You never go full retard. Never go full retard. Do you not remember New Year? Turpentine Man? I don't know. You're giving me okay, of course I know Turpentine. I definitely remember New Year. And we had a live chat. New Year this year? On here? or in person. I don't fucking know. I do a lot of shit. If your life is so filled up with like, it'd be like asking me, do I remember a video I did? You're literally asking me, do I remember a video I did? I did have a live chat. I'm having a live chat on. I do. I have 1,800, 1,900 live chats, and some of them are for hours. And you said, do I remember New Year's? I probably was drunk on New Year's. Did we? Did I just talk to you? It's it's barely. It's also, you have to remember. For me, it's 7 in the morning. I just woke up. I'm kind of a little hungover, a little hazy, and I just wanted to talk some shit this morning. Maybe I could recall like, ah, fuck, it was just me and you. Did I see your face? Did I see your fat hairy mug, or your perfectly waxed bleached face? Did I see your pretty pink eyes? Did I see your pink eye? Or your brown one? I don't. I can't remember all things. I know a lot of things. I just don't remember everything. I can't. Well, okay. I'm looking into the webcam. It's not a. This is a webcam. No, this is just me. This is me, yo. This right here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What the hell's going on? I'm being accosted by Jamie Cook right now. I sort of remember. I'm playing with you slightly. I sort of remember, but not fully to any degree. Yeah, these things happen. The fuck ever. I've met tens and tens of thousands of people in my life, virtually, online, and in person. I can't remember all of them. Dude, I met you the other day. We were hanging out, and I was like, yeah, you know how many people I met and hung out with yesterday? Like 50. A hole in my PC. Uh, Dimension is leaking through. So it's not a, it's a window. It is a window, yes. This is correct. Look at, there it is. This window, my windows are a different shape and size than some people's. I don't creep through people's windows. If you open it and invite me in, here I am. Like, is that what it is in the movies, Hollywood movies? The dude throws a stone at somebody's window, and they're like, "Ah, you opened it. Can I come up?" And they climb up the ladder, jump in the window. Uh. Now I'm really actually kind of thinking about it a little bit. I do sort of recall, but I just talk to a lot of people and I get sort of drunk, you know. I know people. Here's the thing for me is I know people that are and I know for myself that are completely sober at times, like no substances, no eating. But I still don't have perfect recall or even any recall of certain events. You can't. You don't have the capacity to remember everything. It's an impossibility, and you definitely can't remember everything clearly, precisely. I remember dreams that I've had more correctly than my everyday walking around life. I can walk around and I can be high in the sky, fucking sober as the month of October, just full on in there, and I'm walking around, everything's bright, and I could walk through and do a bunch of things. I can't tell you what I did 2 weeks ago. Where did I go 2 weeks ago on Tuesday? I don't fucking know. You know how many places I went? I could kind of walk through, but I could remember some dreams that I've had intensely. That it's as real as what right now is. I could walk out of this apartment and someone say, "Draw your here. Here's a lesson for everyone. Close your eyes right now and draw the image of what's around you in your head. Or, if you're even better at, walk into another room and draw the room you were just in. Draw it. The house that you live in, and draw it to a T. And then walk out and see how many things you forgot to add. Did I remember there was two books there, one over there? Do I remember the little the elephants that were sitting there? Do I remember the cup that was there? Did I remember that I also put a key on that counter next to that thing? And how many of those bottles of oil do I remember being there? Do I remember on the wall there was a picture of the Vitruvian Man? Yes, I do. But do I remember how exactly it was drawn and the words that are across it? Do I remember exactly how many butterflies and crows were on the wall? Do I remember if that light was on or off and how many? How that thing on the wall there? Do I remember how that was? See, you can't remember that, and you start to, and then you close your eyes and you go, oh shit, and then say it was a week ago. No one can really do that. It is a funky thing, ain't it? Keep it funky now. I'm gonna go refill this, and the only reason I'm up is because I really wanted to do the first 10 minutes of the video, and then it turned into you guys showed up, and now I'm just having a beverage so I can go back to sleep for a little bit before I continue my day on, and I don't know, and then do what I do. Probably come back on here and try to entertain people, dance around like a fucking monkey, and hopefully people give me a couple dollars in return. That's pretty much the size of my life. I'm a dancing goddamn monkey with a. I got a hairy chest, motherfucker, not a hairy back. Monkeys got hairy backs, not hairy chests. I'll be back. Don't you worry about me. Oh shit! Look at that. What did I do? What did I do with the damn thing? Where did I put the damn thing? Oh, it's over there. I just need ice cubes for it. And remember the 5th of November, the gun plot, what is it? The gunpowder plot and the treason. Anybody remember that? V for Vendetta. It was. I really liked the movie, but I didn't like it in the sense of the larger idea of it. Just. I've never liked the idea of V words, Valentine's, vendetta, or vengeance. I always thought it was I thought it was low key weak, like in a sense of like, why hold on to grudges? I don't like that. I don't hold grudges. Maybe it's because I don't hold grudges. People could be really shitty to me, but I for one have to accept that the world is capable of change, because if I thought the world was incapable of changing, then I would think that me, myself, what I am as a being, is stagnant noun of this. Noun. This is what I am. I would feel so stuck if I thought that the world couldn't change. And if I have vengeance or a vendetta or hold grudges, then I would be holding that pattern and believing that that person is going to be exactly the same forever. And I don't believe the world to be that way. I believe everything to be always this interesting mixture of oil colors and watercolors and glitters and sparkles. And it's always adapting and changing. So why hold grudges against people? I don't see it. And that's really low level fucking sophomore shit. Yeah, just KIM, man. If Tribe Called Quest could teach anyone, that's what I was talking about New Year. Maybe that's why I said that. See? So here's how much I don't. Here I told you. Here's how much I don't remember. Jamie Cook. You are a dude, right? Because I asked you if you're a dude or a chick, and you still haven't answered me. I don't know. Hey, Divine Hazel. Something like that. Come on, just tell me the fuck. Just tell me the fucking truth. You fuckery. How many? Do you know? Divine Hazel. Thank you for reminding people. You can't. It's Zen in its essence is ever changing, and it's always morphing and changing possibilities. I can't. I can be held accountable for everything and nothing at the same time. I'm only what I am in the moment. Oh, you know what? What a beautiful song that is. Did I send you? Which version did I send you? Ah, did I send you both versions? Whose version did I send you? And Divine Hazel, have I ever sent you that song? Oh, I'm okay. You are reminding me a little more of me of our conversation. Do you know? You realize, Jamie, if I were to if I were to talk to you again or see you, it would quickly remind me of the entire conversation. You know how that works sometimes. You're like, oh, spark of remembrance. I remember. It's not like it wasn't important to me and didn't influence me. Oh, oh, I just don't have perfect recall. That's all. Which one, Jamie Cook? Which one was it? You can't say yes. You have to answer. I'm getting this. What do you mean yes? Yes, I sent you both versions. Which one did you like better if I sent you both versions? Answer that one. Which one did you like better? And Divine Hazel coming through with the perfect assist there. I'm gonna give me 1 second. Let me fix my hair. Yeah. So, so- sometimes I do want to get rid of this, but not really. Oh, it's so nice. You know what? Take you know chicks that take their bra off after a long day. They're like it's the most refreshing feeling. It's very much similar to taking your hair down. You know what I mean? Oh, I got a dog here now too. She has heard me, and she is now awake, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Come here, give me your butt. I will rub your butt. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. There you go. Okay, go in. Go back in your bed. Hi. Thank you for coming over here. You're not supposed to be up this early. I did not mean to wake you. You know they say let a sleeping dog lie. Somehow this one always wants to. Hi, baby. What are you doing? Uh, I know. Well, they're. I'm engaging them with my humor, and you, ma'am, are going back to bed. Okay. Ooh, you found a cover by a female. Well, the two that I probably sent you would have been the original by Daniel Johnston. That's the original, right? And then Beck. Beck's version, I think, is actually better. It's really it's very funny. I mean, because Daniel Johnson has this very obvious voice and it's very original. It's very heartfelt and you could feel it, right? It's his music is horrible. Let's be honest. His music is shit. Like it's really bad. Like the whole thing is just garbage. But it's so authentic and real and heartfelt that that's why it holds space. That's why Daniel Johnson's music makes sense. There's some people that have attempted to do that that have gotten radio play that fucking suck. Then you could, I forget it. This chick I used to date really loved this one guy, and I heard the music and I was like, this is. Looked at her. I was like, did you like this? I was like, this is literally awful. Like I was like, it makes me feel like cringy inside. It was just so shit. It sounded like the way that Daniel Johnson sounded, but it was like the guy was like doing it on purpose. It sounded like he knew how to sing, but he was going. Gonna make it. I was like, why is he doing that? His voice is actually good underneath because I've heard the dude talk before. I was like, there's no way that's what he sounds like singing. He's doing that for effect, and I think that's probably if you guys want to know, I think I probably ruined a 2 year relationship with the girl that I was in love with because I told her I hated that fucking music that she adored. Yeah, that's I think that's what it came down to. So now you guys enlighten my life. Ashley Johnson. Ah, You know what? There is a song that I would love to play you guys, and I think it would be allowed because I don't think she would copyright it because it's a live version. Um, Let me see if I can find the song. I'm not gonna play it for you guys, but you guys can go find it if you want to. Oh shit! Though, you know what? You guys are not getting any of this music off of this because this is gonna die right now, and it just died, and I gotta plug it in now. Fuck. Let me try this. Her name is. She did a song. I've told you guys about this before. She did a song with my dude Wax. If you don't know who Wax is, then you don't know me. It's one of my favorite artists ever, and I put everybody onto him, and he did this song with her name is. She's not very. I mean, I'm sure her voice has got her through life, but she's not too popular. I don't know. I don't know that nobody would know her. Um, Wax. Give me 1 second. I'll find you. And this is such a. It's one of the most beautiful renditions of a song that everybody knows. Um, and I think her name is Rachel. Okay, not Rachel Price. That's so funny. Is it? No, it's not. Let me see if this is the one. No, that's not it. Give me 30 seconds, guys, of silence. I need silence. I'm gonna need y'all to shut your fucking faces right now because I have something to do here, which is find you some music. It's on. Oh, it's okay. Here we go. Here we go. Who is it? Eternal. Yes, 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 yes. I can see her. I can see her fucking face in this. No, it's not turtle. Is it coffee? No. Well, I'm so close. I'm so close to finding this. It's not acoustic Mondays. Mm, I really gotta find this. I gotta find this song. Her name is. Huh. This is gonna be one of those times where it's right there. It's right there, and I can't find it. Mm, huh. Oh, here it is. Squirrels, and it's her. There it is. Ah, okay. I'm not as bad as you thought I was. Is that right? No, I thought this was her. It's not her. Nope, that's not. That's not the song. Oh, oh, I got a good feeling. Is it this one? Maybe, maybe. No, those are those two. Ah, fuck. Where is she? Is it don't need? Do they do? No, that's with Razel. No. No, no. You guys got to deal with me doing this stumbling over things so they don't have like a acoustic engineer that can just find this fucking song because their job would be do the fucking find the song. You know what I'm talking about because you heard me play it before. Let's see. I'm trying to hear the song in my brain, and she's singing. She goes. No, it's not it. It's not that long ago. Son of a shit. I guess you guys are missing out on this song. I'm going to give one last go at this in my brain, and then we'll get back to talking, and we'll find something else. Is it Crystal? Is it Crystal? Let's see if this works. Let me just try this. No? I didn't see. I really hate spell thing. It really fucks everything up. Yeah, that's not right. All right, you guys aren't getting it right now, I don't think. Uh, this is gonna upset me for a little while. It really is. It's saddening. Uh, Too bad, guys. You don't get it. But the point was, oh, there it is. Got it. I just found it out of nowhere. You guys get it now. Yes, 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 yes. You guys are so excited and you didn't even fucking know it. Her name is Julia. Julia Gulia. Her name is Julia Ross. And it's the song by James Bay called Let It Go. Have you ever heard James Bay? James Bay has a beautiful voice. Maybe one of the greatest voices that I've ever heard. Her name is Julia Ross. And it's a cover by James Bay, Let It Go. It's one of the most beautiful renditions of anything I ever heard. And it's probably good that I cannot play it on here. I don't think it's copywritten. I don't think she'd steal it. I just don't want to fuck my channel up because I almost got my channel fucked up because I was walked through Mardi Gras. There's music in the background. But I can't play because I probably would cry because it's that beautiful. I don't know how many people have that experience when they hear music or look at something so beautiful that your emotions are just flooded. It's not your emotions, it's your feelings. Like I'm familiar with I can shut off emotions. I cannot shut off feelings because that's no one's allowed to do that. So, um, anybody want to go and hold on? I'm playing with my screen settings here so I can see what you guys are doing. Jamie Cook, Ashley Johnson. I'll put that in here. But do you got this Julia Ross thing that I just told you to play? That goes for you other 8 folk in here that are again 5 of you deserve your thumbs cut off, and I would cut your thumbs off, freeze them, and then I would cut both of them off, freeze them, stick one in your ass, and then one in your throat, so you would choke on it while you're getting ass fucked with your own frozen thumbs, because no one knows how to give me a thumbs up. 12 people, 10 people, 4 thumbs up. That's ridiculous. That really fucking really glues my, it really fucking. I don't even know what it is. It just eats away at my. If I even had a soul, I don't have a soul. I don't have a heart. I don't have a spirit. I don't have anything. I'm just me. But I think it really fucking sucks that people don't even give me the goddamn. I feel like Rodney Dangerfield, and I need a tie. No respect. I got no respect. Jamie Cook, OP confession. What are you talking about? I don't even know what that means. What are you talking about? No respect over here. Organic portals confessions. I don't. I still. I'm not. Jamie, I'm not fine. I'm not seeing the. I don't know what you're saying. I'm not an organic portal. I'm just me. Oh, the fuck you talking about? Oh, your internet cut off? What are you asking for then? I said play Julia Ross. Let it go. James Bay cover. That's what I was saying to play. Do you got that? Because apparently me and you were talking. Everybody else has frozen thumbs in their butthole that I've officially done. Julia Ross. Oh, oh no no. Oh, you meant see. That's the thing is you got to get the whole thing for context, contextual clues. So back to what we were saying. Last time I'm going to say this one. Play Julia Ross. Let It Go. It's a cover by James Bay. And I had said, I don't know if you heard this part, that James Bay is amazing musician. His voice is magical. And I didn't think there was a possibility that it would be done better than what he did. Hers, her is better. It's so much better that she has 2,000 views on this video. 2,000 views. And this is one of the greatest performances of live music I've ever heard in my life. Next to um, the chick from Lake Street Dive. I've seen her twice live, and most of her concerts are live. I've never heard anything done. What I mean to say is, yeah, most of her concerts are live. Obviously, don't. I'm not. I'm just saying nothing was done in a studio where they adjusted and tweaked her voice. It's all full on the microphone, like it's her doing it. And the chick, her name is Rachel Price. Rachel Price, for my money, is maybe the best female vocals on the planet. But Julia Ross here, I think, is not even a close second. But it's she did better than James Bay. There you go. Go listen to that. We're smudged into one thing. Here's what I'm gonna do. I want to listen to it, and I don't even. So you guys can wait for me to listen to this. So I'm muting this. Oop, I can't even. Oh, fuck! I can't even listen to it right now. I really can't. See, you can already tell. I can't even listen to it. I have to pause that. I'll listen to that after the video. Can't do it. Not that I care that if I cry on camera. I'll just be caught up in that for like 5 or 10 minutes, and you guys will have to bear with my that happens. It just does. Mm. Well, anyways, what else are we talking about? Oh. Uh. Okay, well, Jamie, while you're listening to that, I'm gonna go piss. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. Is that okie dokie with you? Oh yeah. Okay, cool. I'm back here, broskies, brohams, and ladies. What's going on? What's next? What do you guys want to get into? You got to go fertilize an apple tree? No, I just had to go piss into the sink. So you said you and her are smudged into one? Would you put it? You can open up two screens side by side. What do you guys want to get into right now? Anything? Anything fun? I feel like I've lost something. Where did my brain go? Do you know that song? Where did my mind go? Anybody? Everybody remember that one? Where did my mind go? Does anybody know that song? Where did my mind go by Beardy Man? Beady Man? Beady Man. See, I wish I could just play these things. I should be able to. I already got my fucking card to just play any song I want. But it doesn't work that way sometimes. Ah, there it is. Perfect. Fertilize an apple tree. Yes, the apple. I fertilized the apple tree that Eve will eat of one day. I am the snake in the garden, and that's for everybody to figure out the moral of that story. If the snake was actually the evil one, or if it was God that said, "Do not eat of something that I offer you," or the snake gave the wisdom, or yeah, there's a big moral story there. It means, do you believe the Bible and what your preacher and parents say, and will you always listen to the God figure? Or will you consume of the apple and know knowledge? Do I think it's the first free will choice in history? I mean, as per the story, it seems like it. As per all of reality, no. I mean, because I don't think that happened. I think it's just, obviously, as everything, allegory. And also, it probably was not an apple, more like a fig. And there's a deeper reason I think it's a fig. And I think that has to do with because a fig is connected to the testicles. It's a two. The figs grow in twos. There's a bunch of seeds in them. They look like a like a like a nut sack. They do, right? And if your man is eating right, semen tastes like fig juice. You ever had fig juice? It's like, and now they're like us, knowing both good and evil. You know what's funny is as I've eaten more of the fruit, I less and less. When I was a child and did not eat of the fruit, I thought good and evil existed. As I've become more old and 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 decrepit, uh, I've known less of good and evil and more of that's life. Just that's what it is. I don't know. Less and less seems evil to me, and less seems good to me. I don't I tend not towards the moral high ground. I just think it's so. I think the moral high ground is connected to people that are egocentric, narcissistic, and childish. Yes, you can quote me on that if you'd like. People that have a moral high ground are egocentric, narcissistic, and childish. I've said morals. I mean, you can get into morals and dogma if you want in that book, but I like the idea that morals and ethics. That's a really slippery slope because you're gonna have to find if you have morals and ethics, you're gonna have to find contrary terms at times in different time. Like at different times, you'll have similar situations, but it's different for both things. Like you wouldn't treat someone else's grandparents the same way you would treat your grandparents. You wouldn't treat someone else's child the same way you treat your child. And you wouldn't treat someone's husband or wife the same way you treat your husband or wife. So you certainly do have difference in you have opportunity cost, you have cost of doing business, you have um, those ethical obligations to what seems right in the moment and how you would act differently if instantaneously you're presented with would you run in front of a bus? No, you never would. But if you saw a dog or a child or an old woman about to get hit by a bus, you would instantaneously run that way and push them out of the street. And you would say, "You pushed an old lady." No, 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 I was pushing her out of the way of the bus. You would never run in front of a bus. Why did you run in front of a bus? You see these ask the question, run in front of a bus. Never. Except for one time. Would you push an old lady? Never. But you'd run in front of a bus and push an old lady. Now see, everything becomes this moral gray playground. You think it could have been a pear? Well, see, I think that's C. You just said it, Jamie Cook. A pear. A pear is two, right? A pair of testicles. A pair of figs. pair of apples. Although they said it was an apple because the apple resembled, had five seeds in it, which is the star or a pentagram. A pentagram is connected to the Garden of Eden in the sense of physicality. One momento. Uno momento, por favor. Guacamole. El Salvador. Okie dokie, artichoke. We have found the object that we require. I might as well grab some ice cubes. I was like, what have I done with this strawberry gin that I have here? I was like, why is it not on the counter? Because I set it next to my chair, so I had it available. Imagine that. What a beautiful nap I'm going to have right now. And dream the most wonderful dreams. We are back. In fact, I'm intact. Pears grow in bunches. I think bunches require 3. It's like a couple versus a few. A few is a bunch. A bunch cannot be 2. You would never say that's a bunch of people. The curiosity of the English language. A couple is 2, which means that and this together. To have a bunch, I think you need 5. 5 would be a bunch. 4 is a crew. 3 is a few, then a crew, then a bunch. Anything over 5 is a bunch. You could have a bunch of grapes. I don't think you can have a bunch of pears. You'd only have a couple pears. maybe a few pears. 3 pears. You would never have a bunch of pears. I don't think. Pears are too big. Pears are too big. I think pears. I think you might be wrong on that. I think a pear probably grows in 1s or 2s. Is 2 schizophrenics a pair or a bunch? That is that a, did you just come up with that, or is that a joke? Because that's fucking hilarious. That's clever and hilarious. Hey, Jamie Cook, I just asked you a question. You came up with that? Can I name my next show that? The next show? Or maybe if I do a comedy special, is 2 schizophrenics a pair or a bunch? The answer surely is a bunch. And you know that. And that's hilarious. I'm going to laugh about that all day. I'm going to tell everyone today that I come in contact with. Hopefully I don't come in contact with anybody. Hopefully I just stay in the house. Walk the dog. Stay away from humans. It's too many peoples out there. It's peopling. But is 2 schizophrenics a pair or a bunch? That's one of the funniest things I think I truly mean this. I think that's one of the funniest things I've heard in my life. That's rare. That's good form right there. You've used mathematics, psychology, and humor all instantaneously, and that's what it takes to make it to the major leagues. You've made it to the big leagues. I give you a free pass for anything you want at this point, Jamie. I'm gonna post that. I'm gonna pose that question to my it's not mine, just an audience base, a fan base, or people that know me. I'm I'm going to pose that question to them and see how many people answer it and how many people laugh at it. I think I think most people will answer and laugh because they're smart enough to know the answer, but they're humorous enough to laugh. But then people that would answer it stoically and they go, let me think about that. If somebody goes, let me think about that, doesn't laugh at the idea. Those people exist, though. Those people do exist. Ah, what a fucking lackluster life that must be to not be able to laugh at that idea. Hmm. But which one of me is laughing at that? One of my answers might be, hmm, hmm, hmm. Two schizophrenics. Anyways, I I do love I always love the idea that there's many people watching and observing. It's like a zoo or an aquarium. I think is a better idea. An aquarium, there's this wall between things, and so we have this screen here. And I love the idea that there's a screen here, and some people they can almost like almost see it, almost hear it, almost touch it, but they're just so far away. I love that idea. This here will exist, right? And people will always have it as a. I can see what he's saying. I can almost touch it. I could almost do this. Uh, Burping is so good. It's one of my favorite things. It's kind of like that question. Would you give up pissing and getting the piss shakes? Now, you know about the piss shakes, right? You piss a little bit and you just go, oh, it's such a relief. Like, when you're like, you got to hold your pee because you're in a car ride or you drank and you got to get to the bathroom. Or would you give that up for your entirety of life? Or would you give up, do you know when you really shit and you have that really good shit, and you just fucking, and it's this release and this relief, but you only get that once. Let's say you get that once a month. Let's just say that. Once a month you get to shit, and then you just shit. And you go, oh, what the fuck? It's so good. It's spine tingling. But then you get that piss, which is like maybe once a week or twice a week or whatever. Those times you just really got to piss, and it just feels so good. It's such a, but it's not a shit. Do you give up for your entire life the ability to shit that one quality shit once a month, or do you give up that couple times a week piss of going, oh yes, I'm pissing, versus yes? Which one do you want? You gotta pick one. Other one's gotta go. You never get the you can always piss, you can always shit, but you don't get the same release. Um, Jamie Cook, you like the psychiatry, philosophy, schizophrenia shit. That's funny. I'm digging that one too. If you cut a psychiatrist in half, would they be schizophrenics? Yeah, yeah, I think they would. I think that's why I never finished college, because I would have gotten to philosophy and psychology and psychiatric, shit. Like I would have been in that field probably. Not now. Looking back, I would probably went that way. But growing up, I in college, I took business law. I took uh, creative writing. Um, I took I took a few things, photography. I took things that I knew and things that I knew nothing about, and that was interesting to me. And then I just didn't finish college. There's no reason for it. Then I just realized the internet exists, and for the charge of 99 cents a month, you know, I got internet access, and I could find the same information as I'd find in a oh yes, oh, I would not give sneezing up. Sneezing is great. Sneezing is kind of like pissing. It's better. Hold on. Oh, that was the third one. Oh shit, that was a singular sneeze that I don't normally do. Mm. It's like a mini orgasm in the brain. Sometimes when I do cocaine, what I'll do is I'll mix pepper with it just so I can sneeze afterwards. That's a fucking head rush, huh? I do. People that are analytical, that analyze things to the point of psychiatry. I wonder how much they get stuck on that. Like, it would seem to me to be. I've never looked up the research on it, but I know that it said that uh, people in the airline business that land airplanes, the people that are on the, because I've worked in the airline business and I worked on the other side of it. I worked planes landing, front desk, putting people on board, loading baggage. The radar tower people, that's the number one industry for people like committing suicide. They kill themselves because the stress of the job. And I wonder about the stress of the job of psychiatrists because they literally take on, and that's a real thing. Like, and I'm not downplaying their role and goal in life, and how they help people because they do. But for the majority, they're pretty much suckers in the system. But how many, like, is that one of the top fields of suicides? You'd have to think so. Because to take on those other people's problems, and but they're taught to disassociate. This is the same thing as Reiki. So if you practice Reiki, you have to learn how to breathe and not allow people's energy to get into you because you get sick. You will get sick. So I can see how people aren't trained in the airline profession, right? If you got to be airline uh, to Major Tom, if you're sitting there in that landing planes and make that's stress, and if you aren't taught how to deal with that and release that, they should have hookers. They should have people giving them fucking blowjobs and eating pussy all day and releasing tension, quite seriously, because that's got to be a lot of stress because there's a lot of lives on their hands. Even though the joke is those planes aren't using any fuel and they're pretty much landing themselves and they don't have to do a goddamn thing. That's a whole nother thing altogether. Planes don't run out of fuel because they're not using fuel. They're using air compression. Um, but those people are like they deal with a lot of stress, and so do psychiatric psychologists, all that. They have a high level of pressure and stress that because they're dealing with everyone else's stresses and pressures. Like for me, because I see it and I know what it is, I tend to breathe it off and do. I cycle the energy because I've worked, with my hands, with Reiki, and with like on here, I have to deal with a bunch of people's stresses and what is their problems and what do they do and I already get how to deal with that. Even when I worked at the airport, even when I worked at places, people are like, oh, why are you so fucking calm? I'm like, because that person's under stress, so my thing that I do is not be stressed. If this person's like sitting here hyperventilating, my job is, as a human, to go, here's how to breathe, follow me, just pay attention. And I have to hypnotize people into becoming more calm and relaxed. I used to watch people that worked at the airport get so frustrated with. So you got 100 people. Here's the idea. You're standing there. I don't know if anybody's been on flown somewhere before, and say it was holiday weekend, or maybe they had to get somewhere because I got to get to my aunt's funeral. I gotta, this and that. And there's weather, and there's bad weather, and they're in a box that's contained. It's a bunch of seats filled with people's farts because people are shitting their pants on a plane, so they're farting into the seats and these cushions, and it's contained vessel. And they believe they're going 500 miles an hour, and it's literally an aluminum can planes are made out of aluminum, tin. They're very, they break easy, and they believe that there's a bunch of fuel everywhere and the wings could fall off, and there's gas in there that could make the shit explode. None of that's true. Only one part of that's true, which is there's farts in the seat. And so they're in there. Now, before people get into this container, they're already stuck after paying way too much for the ride. And now all of a sudden the plane is late. And you have to explain to someone why the plane is late. And I used to watch people be so frustrated and upset with the people because they deal with it every day. So these people that work at the airport, they deal with it every day. But the fact that they deal with it every day is supposed to be the release for them to go, I deal with this every day. They don't. But instead, they build up this toxicity and resentment for the people that every day go, or the people that come to the airport once a year to get on a plane, and they're like, why is it late? What's going on? Is the shit fixed? Of course, the motherfucker stressed out. Why do you think everybody's going to the bar right there across the thing and getting a drink so they can get on the plane to have a drink so they can sit down in a tiny little seat covered in farts in a tiny little box? You're supposed to be the one that goes, hey, I get it. It's good. I got you. The plane's just late because there's weather somewhere else. And that weather, your plane comes from where that is. That's why your plane isn't here, because it's coming from that city and there's a storm in between that city and here. So you have to just you have to hypnotize and relax the person. But I've noticed so many people in the airport, they freak out before the customers do. Before the people getting on the plane do. And their job is you make good money. You make good money at working at an airport. And most of the people working at an airport actually work overtime. So they're making 1.5 or 2 times their salary. So they're making between like $15 and $30. Or if they've been there long enough, they might be making in the $50s, $60 range. And all they gotta do is just go, I get why these people are stressed. But they won't do it. They don't know how to do it. I used to have a toy plane that he'd pump up 30 times and let go. Once flew out the park, then turned it on and flew back. You had a boomerang plane? Oh, by the way, Jamie Cook, did you finish that song? I don't know where I walked away for a second. Did you like that song that we played like 10 minutes ago? I'm sorry, I go off and talk about random shit. An intertube, a piston, and until I play. See, this is why I tell people they need to get Instagram, and we can do this shit live on Instagram, and I can see your stupid face, and you don't have to type. This is why I tell people I think I do live videos here. I'm gonna do it right now. Let's see. Let me see if my phone's working. I don't know if that's got enough charge on it. Maybe this thing does. I'm gonna do a live Instagram because fuck these fucking fucks. Julia Ross. What a good song. See, people know me on my Instagram differently than they know me on here. So I probably have like people that fuck with me on here, like 400 people that fuck with me on here, and on here I have like 6,000 people that fuck with me. And I wonder. I don't think there's not too much of a crossbreeding of things. So I just sometimes come on here, say, "Hey, do you know me from YouTube?" Nope. You should come over to my YouTube and check me out because I'm gonna do 6 hours of this. Where on Instagram, I kind of just I have the capacity to let somebody talk to me live. Stupid. I never heard. Oh, you never heard the song? I just fucking told you. I just fucking told you, Jamie Cook. What do you mean? You never see now? I don't see. This is where your response. You could have said I never heard was just something else I said. Stupid. You fucking stupid. You have a webcam? Okay, Jamie Cook. Let's go back. You got Instagram? Let's do it on here again. Refresh my memory. I'll give you 30 seconds. I'm gonna do this. This is across the board. Everybody gets 30 seconds of Zen First time is free. It's like heroin, you know. I'm your pusher, man. I'm your pusher, man. What's that? Who does that song? I'll give you 30 seconds of Zen time on Instagram. If you'd like it, and I'll probably be longer than that. We'll probably just chat if you do show up. I got a webcam, Jamie Cook. Let's do it. Let's do it. Mother bitch, motherfucker, you masha fasha. Do it. Do it. Instagram. Let's go. Do it now. Do it now. Fair trade over there. I can actually play. And here's the best thing. Here's the best thing. I can go onto Instagram and I can play music. There's no copyright claim on this shit. YouTube, they copyright claim my shit if I play music. Here, I can actually play music, and I can let this go as long. And the best thing about this is, after a day, it just deletes. It's gone. It's gone. Nobody gets to see it ever again. If people aren't here for it now, they just don't get to see it. That's the best part of that. It's up to you, Jamie Cook. And anybody else on here, the same goes for the rest of you 7 motherfuckers. And I call you motherfuckers because, well, hopefully you've had sex with a mother. It's pretty cool. Can you do on my Instagram, or you're on Windows 7, can you do chats on Instagram through PC? I have fucking no idea. There's only one way to know. Knowing is trying and doing. See what happens. You got Instagram? Do you already have Instagram? Go to my thing. I will do a live, and you just go, I would like to chat with Zen. Tell you, do it. Pretty simple. Simple, simple, simple. Do it. Do it. Come on, we already talked. All right, we've done this before. You told me. Where did we talk? Did we talk on? You said we talked on Skype. Oh Christ. Oh fuck. Well, now you get to do it on Instagram with me. And at least that way I'll get to figure out if you, I still don't even know if you have a dick or a vagina or both. You might have dick, a vagina, and tits and be a robot and covered in hair with a beard. I don't fucking know. You might work in a circus. I don't know. Still all funny to me. Windows. I'm on Windows 7. Is that even a thing? Isn't that like 1993? What do you like? Did I got so many Windows 7 jokes lined up. Back in 1993 when I was on Windows 7, Nikola Tesla told Elon Musk, I mean, where I could go with that shit, I don't know. Windows 7 jokes. Nice. Nice. I hopefully my man Jimin comes to and listens. I'm gonna have to talk to him in a second. He just did it. He should listen to the beginning of this video and he'll understand what I'm saying. So Jimin, if you are anywhere, hopefully just go to the beginning of the video. Jamie Cook, are you gonna do this? Do it. Do it now. Ugh. 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 Oh, Jamie Loon, 123, is that you? Okay. We'll see if that's you. Oh, one follower. I'm following you. That's you? Jamie Loon, 123? Is that what you just did? Arnold Atman? What are you talking about? Arnold Atman? Arnold. No, I'm not going to do anything Arnold Schwarzenegger type, which is funny because you know what the Schwartz is? His name is Schwarzenegger. I mean, this is a fact. It's a joke on black people. Schwartz. Your Schwartz is as big as mine. Remember the movie? Schwartz. And that is a Jewish, and Jew is black. Jews are black. Jewish is black like, and it's people with a weird nose, not a fucking fat nose, with the fucking the hook nose, and ears that connect. See, my ears do not connect like directly. There's a bulbous thing there. With Jews, ears connect and they have a hook nose. Black people have a fat nose and their ears don't connect. And they're Jews. Those are original Jews. Jewish is like a Jew, but not correctly a Jew. So you get why so many Jewish people represent so-called black people in Hollywood and media, right? But that be you. Okay, let's do this Jamie Loon. Let's see. Son of a shit, Jamie Loon. You are a chick-looking dude. Is that right? I'm kidding. I can't see your picture. I'm on a small screen over here. I can't. I can see a white. You have a white face. That's what I got. I got white face. I can barely see eyebrows. Did you paint that yourself? Is that a painting of you? Let me see how to do this. How to go live. Um, Instagram Live. Here we go. No. How do I do this on here now? Give me 1 second. I will be with you momentarily. Gladys. Okay. Oh, that's so weird. So I'm using this thing, right? So I have a phone that's charging. You might have to wait a second because it's not giving me the same buttons at the top. You see how all the different systems work? Different systems and different program things. Like on that phone, on this phone right here, excuse me, on this phone right here, I could push a button and it hooks me up to going live, and this is not giving me the same button. It's giving me a different button. What the fuck is happening? Let me see if this one works. Hold on. Hold on. Nope. Oh shit, here it is. Alright. Oh, I'm on live. You got your shit live? We'll talk some shit and people on here can watch us talk shit. Yeah? Okay, we'll go live. We'll notify your. Okay, so what'll happen here? Are you, Jamie? You on here? So we go live, and you'll see my stupid face over here first, and then you have to hit a button that says "Go live with Zen." Yes. Just make sure. Let me make sure. So I'm gonna go live, and we'll see what happens. Can you connect with me? Here you go. Ready? Sorry, Zen. There it is. Holy shit. Now it's giving. Why is the screen black as night? It's I don't know why I'm hitting the button to reverse the screen and it's not doing it. Hold on. Let's try again. I don't know why the screen was fucking dim. It's not. I don't know why the screen is not giving me the capacity to. Okay, well, the lighting is fucking horrible. I don't know why it's giving me this much. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. Checking connection. You are now live, and it is black as anything. It's black as night in the screen. Add a guest to be in your live video. I would. You guys can see me. We're over here. Almost over here. You guys just gotta, if you want to, chat. We can do it live over here. Don't worry. Nothing changes. I'm still gonna talk the same shit. So get your ass ready for a slapping. What's up? What's up, Hallie Do? What's up, Geometrical One? Yeah, I was on my. I don't know if you guys were on the YouTube that I was doing, but I figured I'd come over here. But it's really dark where you guys are. You can't see me too well. I didn't. It's really funny because look at you could see me on there. Can you see this on here? Oh, you can't. See, because it's too dark on here. I can see myself on my YouTube, but on here, no. Yeah, it's not very. There's nothing I can really do about that. I'm not gonna turn lights on right now. It should be. Yeah. I did not get kicked off of YouTube. I'm telling you, I'm on YouTube right now. But somebody wanted to talk to me, so I said I would do a Instagram live with people, and we can chat on here. No, I did not. Did you get? I love it. Did I get kicked off of YouTube again? For the fifth time in 1 year. It's not even possible because you get kicked off for 3 months. No, but I have. I've gotten kicked off. Holy shit! What's up, Teddy? The one of the coolest motherfuckers I ever met in my life. I hung out with Teddy for like 3 or 4 days down in North Carolina. Yeah, what up, Teddy, man? Good to see you. Sorry that it's kind of a blank screen here because I don't know. The lighting is all weird. Squidod, Teddy Squidod. I heard you were married or some shit. Are you married? I know you got that. You got yeah. You died for two of those? Oh, dude, come on. That's fair. No, it was only one of those. It was only one of those. You didn't even get that drunk. Come on. We didn't even eat of the fruits of the gods. We did not eat any mushrooms, and we did not we didn't smoke that much or eat that much weed. We drank a little bit, man. Well, hey, Jimin Awake. Um, Jimin, uh, you had commented on my last post. Yes. The video that I'm making on YouTube, watch the beginning of it, and I think you'll understand fully what I'm trying to say. You already know what I'm trying to say, but if you wanna hear the whole thing and the meat, dairy, fruit, all that shit, I think it'll give you a little more insight into the complexities of starches, sugars, proteins. I didn't get too far into proteins, nor did I get into um, the enzymes and shit like that. But I get into a lot of ideas. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So what's up, Jimin? How you doing? You over there? You over there? You close to Jamie Cook? What's up, Jamie Cook? I think you're neighbors with Jimin and Wick. And I do apologize, guys. This is what you get for lighting right now. I do not have professional lighting, and I don't. And I'm sitting here doing this myself. This is what you get. This is how it goes. I have much better lighting on my YouTube over here. My Instagram over here is not working as well. Mm. But I do have a dog about to give me a bunch of shit for talking loud. Yeah, Jimin, what time is it for you right now? It's got to be two. What is it? 2:56 or 1:56? Close, because I know Jamie Cook is in the 1:56 range. I think you're in the same region. You're both red-haired Neanderthals, I think. Uh-oh. Why are you puking right now? This is the dumbest thing. Hold on one second, guys. I don't know why my dog is puking right now. And you're not gonna eat that. You're definitely not eating that. Oop, that's disgusting. And I get to vomit right now. Okay. Come on, baby. Okay. Come on, baby. I don't know why you're puking, and I hate everything about it. Come here. Okay, well, as soon as you're done puking, I'll give you some water. Come here. Come here, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'll give you a snack too. That's ridiculous. So, you guys, in the interim here, you get to here you go, baby. Come on. Come here. we go. This is you guys in real time get to listen to me after my dog vomited. You get to listen to me vomit. Okay. You get to listen to me clean up her vomit. Oh. Well, I'm gonna